Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned in to The Encourager, and my name is Nehru. Welcome to Monday, February 26th, 2024. I was almost saying 23. Good Lord, let's not go back. Hopefully that's how you feel about the past. You've taken your lessons in, but you're like, hell no, I don't want to go back there. I've often said that the only way people are like, man, I wish could go back to whatever, right? Whatever year. And I've had, I don't know, I have nostalgic thoughts just like everybody else. But I always say I would never want to go back to anything in my past unless I could take the lessons that I've learned along the way. So if I could go back to being 16 in the movie theater in Altamont Springs, maybe 18, and senior year of high school, had a car, I had a motorcycle, was dating my daughter's wife, my daughter's mother. That's funny. Was dating my daughter's mother, and that was still an innocent and genuine love. We had not been tainted at that point in time. Then in Germany, the German lady that I was dating, there was definitely some times that I've revisited in my mind about that time. But it all worked out for the reasons that it worked out, Her and I, we could not get married because I was still married on paper to my second daughter's mother, and she was reluctant to sign the paperwork, even though she left me for my sperm donor. And otherwise, that relationship in Germany would have resulted in a marriage. I'm like 90-something% sure of that. It would have. I've often said that the best relationships that I've had have been with other fire signs, and Pisces. I've had great relations. I've had some good relationships, even growing up with Pisces. Come to find out, I'm a Pisces ascendant sign, and so that makes sense. I'm also a Leo and a Sagittarius, with Leo being in Venus position, and then my North Node being Sagittarius. So, yeah. But again, I wouldn't want to go back to those places unless I could take the lessons that I've learned from those and other situations along the way up to this point. Okay? So let's get started with our angel number readings. Again, thank you so much, subscribers. As always, new listeners, wherever you happen to be listening from. I was looking at the stats one day and saw that there was someone listening in from the Philippines, and so that's good. One of the things that I will be doing at some point in time as my territories expand is to travel the world and share what I'm sharing here, and with whatever knowledge and wisdom I gain along the way, to help those nations. And again, those nations are the people. Reminded of a song we used to sing at the Rock of Central Florida, where I was for 20 years before I decided to be spiritual and not be associated with religion anymore. I remember part of the song was, and I was singing it last night. You will be my leaders to all nations and all people. Commanders, leaders, and teachers for such a time as this. Oh, for such a time as this. And you will summon nations you know not, and they will draw near to me. Nations you know not will hasten to you, because every son I've set free, freedom we pour. And He'll endow freedom on you. Seek the Lord, and He will draw nearer to you. Yeah, freedom we pour. So that was one of the very first songs that was probably written in that, or one of the early songs that was written in that house. It was established in '99, and when I got there, they had already written that song in 2003, and it was immediately one of my favorites, because I always knew that I was going to be some type of leader that was going to go out and be that commander, leader, teacher, yeah, for such a time as this. I always knew that. And so that song always rang loud with me. So anyway, I'm 7 minutes in already babbling. Let's go ahead and get started. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. All right. Let's go upper left-hand corner of the left-hand page for this first reading. Intangible validation. Push against societal validation. I posted a video some weeks ago about societal norms and breaking those societal norms in education, career, money, relationships. You are being reminded to make sure your motives for the quality of life align with intangible feelings of peace, connection, and harmony, instead of the superficial validation society pushes upon you. Take a survey today of what you don't need to spend more energy obtaining. All right. And that's angel number 172, which is a 10. So that signifies completion. And we like completions because endings are new beginnings, you know, in the zodiac, in the tarot. A scorpion represents death, you know, and then you have a devil card and you have a death card, right, which is number 13. And there's no need to gasp, you know, whenever you see the number 13, or if you see 1313, or, you know, there's no need to gasp, right, because an ending is also a new beginning, okay, and oftentimes we have too many doors open, so new things cannot begin, okay? And so I'm imagining, so this is what I'm seeing. You imagine a corridor, right, a hallway, with a bunch of doors lined up on the left and the right, and there's this flood of water coming in, and water always represents life, okay? So even though, and that is true, that just confirms what I just said about the Scorpio. The Scorpio represents 13. The Scorpio is also a water sign, right? Along with Cancer, Cancer, Scorpio. Oh man, I'm having a brain fart. I'm forgetting what the third water sign is. But anyway, Pisces. I was just talking about Pisces. So anyway, I'm imagining a corridor, doors on both sides, okay? And when the doors are closed, you can contain within that hallway, within that corridor, all of that water. But when you have those doors open, the water escapes. So you can't keep it contained, right? And so it loses its strength because it's dissipated into various places that it really should not be, right? And so it loses its strength, and again, I think about semen retention and what that does when we're able to do that for a period of time, and we couple that along with Kundalini awakening and Kundalini meditation, right? If you're constantly releasing that energy out, meaning you're constantly having sex, right? Then, and you never harness that energy, you never retain that in order for spiritual growth and just a break, right, from fucking all the time, then you lose something. You lose an edge, you lose focus, there's something lost with that, okay? And so it's really, really important to do that self-evaluation, that's what I call it, but go through the process of validating and disqualifying everything that needs to be in your life or that needs to be excluded, all right? And so, yeah, let's go ahead and get going on our next angel number. Let's take a look at page 132. 132. And where we're going to... 33. Where are we going to go to? 132. And we're going to go to going to go to lower right. Left page, right? Lower right. Let's see what it says. Moving. Home is where the heart is. Your angels are signaling that there may be a move in your future, and I know that's true for me. I know it is. We can do what you can do now I'm reading that backwards. What can you do now? I'm excited for the transition to run smoothly. Organize your space, declutter. I just said the word your closets, your life, your emotions, your mind, your spirit, your sacral chakras, your root chakra, your third eye chakra, your crown chakra, your heart, your solar plexus. Yeah. Clear all that out. Declutter. Donate what you don't need as you ready yourself for what's to come. Most High, 415. That's a 19. 19 is a very, very, very important number to me. That is, that's confirmation for me if it's for no one else listening. So, thank you, Most High. Definitely appreciate that, and I love you. So that is, that's good. So, again, decluttering, right? Simplifying your life. Again, I often speak about the simple life that I am going to be living in regards to, one, where I live. It's not a very populated area. Yes, I already have it selected. I already know where it's at. And I've known for a long time now. Before I relocated, I knew where I would be long term, right? Where I am now is temporary. Where I'm going is going to be for an extended period of time, and I already know that. And so, yeah. So don't let anyone talk you out of your move. Whatever moving you're needing to make, don't let anyone talk you out of your move. Okay? Your angels are there to help you pack your stuff, help you clear clutter, help you donate. I gave 95% of my clothes away when I moved. I only took a suitcase worth of clothes. I set everything out on a curb. In fact, I only recently deleted those posts from Facebook because people were contacting me. I'm sure it was the karmics and all of that shit, but they were contacting me. Somebody every day in the last week was reaching out to me about whether or not that stuff's still available. That was 9 months ago. It's just them fucking around. And so I deleted all those messages off the Facebook marketplace. But I set all that stuff out on the curb. I gave my Mercedes S550 away. I gave my Kawasaki Voyager 1500 away, or 1200 away. I just gave it away. Golf clubs, everything. I just gave it away. Pictures, furniture, everything. Bed, everything. I just gave it away. So I'm glad to hear as a confirmation. I already knew, right? But it's good to know as there's another confirmation that it's even closer for me, my move. And again, I hope I'm not the only one that speaks to. So let's go ahead and get started with our last angel number for today, 226. And where should we go most high? 256. Let's go angel number 256. 256. Let's check it out. Angel number 256. Angel number 256 is on page 93. That is a 12. That is also a sign of a new beginning, right? 12 months, right? 12 moon cycles, 12 zodiacs. It's clicking. Optimism. Focus on the good. Your angels want you to be optimistic about what is to come. Although it's important to acknowledge both the good and the bad in life, your angels want you to spend more time focusing on the good today. As the day goes on, make a list of all the wonderful things you see and experience, no matter how small, right? And that's a great exercise in gratitude, okay? And that's something that's changed for me. And I've always been a very thankful person. I always give homage to Most High, but today it's better because now today it's my ancestors, it's the light workers that help me, the star seeds that I know that help me. I know them by name, or at least a lot of them by name. It's my archangels who I know by name today. It's the ascended masters who help me that I know many of them by name today. And so the gratitude is now magnified. Okay. But writing down those things is an exercise in gratitude. And one of the ways, if you want to open up the door of blessings in your life, be grateful for where you are, despite, just like that reading said, despite the things that you have gone through, despite where you are today. So where I am today is an RV, right? But I'm still thankful, and I thank Most High each and every day, literally, for food, clothing, and shelter, for me not having to lay my face in the dirt. I am thankful that I am out of the elements of the weather. 300 days of the year. Well, maybe 300 days of the year. The weather is beautiful where I am. But the other days, it gets into the 30s and 40s and 50, right? Where it's really not comfortable to be outside, sleeping in that. So yes, right? And then the rain and all that sort of thing, right? So thankful. And then on the other side, extreme heat. Okay, so thankful for where I am today. Okay, and so be grateful for all that you have. Take a look back, and again, be thankful for where you've been, thankful for where you are, and most importantly, this is what all three of these are saying to me today. Thankful for where you're going. Thankful for the past. Thankful for where you are by showing gratitude. And now we're moving. We're looking forward, right? And we are focused on what's ahead. There's a reason why the windshield is larger than the rearview mirror. Tupac made a song called Staring Through the World, staring like in the rearview, or staring at the world through my rearview, or something like that. I forget the exact name of the title. But the gist of the song is, when you get a different perspective is what he's talking about. You realize that this is a game is what he's saying. And once you figure out how you should move your chess pieces, because it's not checkers. Once you realize there's people who come to you and they're playing checkers, but they didn't realize you were playing chess. Okay? So you're the chess player. Okay? The guy, is it Fisher? Who's the chess player? There's a name coming to me. Is it Bobby Fischer? I'll have to check that. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. There's a name coming to me about a chess player. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So that's what we're seeing today. We're seeing the stages, the past, the present, and where we're going. Okay? So continue to declutter your life in any and every way. The societal norms, don't try to fit in. You're meant to stand out. Okay? That's on a t-shirt somewhere. Okay? So be of good courage again today and know that wherever you are, one, you don't have to stay there. Even if you're in a good place. Okay? You don't have to stay there. There's another level, and another level, and another level, and another level. Okay? As always, thank you so much for tuning in. This is The Encourager. My name's Nehru. Thank you for tuning in again today. New subscribers and new listeners, subscribers that have been with me for a while. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate you listening, tuning in, and sending your good vibes towards me. And thank you, Karmics, for sending all of your bad vibes towards me. Fallen angels, whoever you might be, thank you, because I use that and I alchemize that and I turn that into blessings for me, right? And the collective, okay? So, again, you're fulfilling a purpose, whether you realize it or not, in my life. Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, be encouraged.